All right, this is Frank from the Black Cherry, and he's going to tell us about the band and how it came to be.
I was born in a small log cabin, and actually I'm the Black Cherry. I started it in around 2009, and this is the current incarnation. We've had many members over the years, and we started about the time that COVID started, so but we've been doing about a year doing the rock the funk thing, and so far it's a lot of fun.
All right, and this is Mick from the Black Cherry, and he's going to tell us about his rig and what he uses.
Thank you for having me here. Here we have a beautiful Gretsch Sparkle Jet, which is one of 12 in the world. It's got the special silver sparkle, but the gold sparkly binding, the tremolo. And it's a very versatile guitar. I use it all the time.
What kind of pickups were they again?
These are TV Jones Classics. Yeah.
TV Jones Classics.
Yeah. Here's my Ibanez RG. I'm not really sure what this is called because all their numbers are complicated, but it's green sparkle. I love it. I love this, actually, the stock Quantum pickups. It's got a Floyd. It's got a cool switching system where you have the bridge. This is bridge and middle, and neck. That's a standard 5-way for HSH kind of guitar. I'm going to show you my other Ibanez, which has got a cool switching system that I really like. This is the pink version, 2-pickup non-tremolo. Again, an Ibanez. And the nice thing about this is, especially for the kind of music that I'm playing, you got the bridge, you got 2 coils here, which makes it sort of like a Stratty sound. Here you've got both pickups. Here again, like a Strat. Actually, this is the neck in parallel, sounds like a single coil, and this is the neck in series, which sounds like a regular neck pickup. I'm running everything through a Marshall Studio Vintage, which is sort of like an old Plexi, except in a smaller version.
That's the 20 watt, right?
It's a 20. It goes from 20 to 5. And it's got some modern things like effects loop and direct out and things like that. And I use this live all the time. It's a great sounding rig. I got my pedals. Now I also do a solo show, which means I need to have this vocal thing and some other things. But basically, it's a pretty simple rig. I've got my tuner. I've got all my distortion and dirt I get from pedals. I love these Vox pedals, these new ones. They're very tube sounding. This is just like a very slight breakup. This is sort of like a crunch rhythm. This is like a Marshall on 10. Delay. I've got a little reverb guy under here, another Moore pedal under here. And I've got a noise gate. This I use for my solo gig. For this live, for the live band, I have it turned off, but for the solo thing, I plug this directly into my PA,
Right,
and
so
it
you don't
sounds
use your
great.
amp at all.
I don't use an amp at all when I'm doing my solo thing. This Spark is great for a little volume boost, and all my signal goes directly into the compressor. So from the compressor, and playing with all this, I approximate the feel basically of a cranked Plexi.
Okay.
Because the feel is really important.
Yes.
And the sound too, there's a compression and kind of a sag that happens, because I've been playing, as these guys could tell you, I've been playing vintage Marshalls for way too many years and on 10, and I've always tried to get that in a live situation. And this comes pretty close between the combination of the pedals, the compressor, and the way I have all the EQ set up on my amp. And especially the Ibanez guitars, this cost me I think $350, brand new.
Wow.
And the green sparkle cost me $400. And you can find them all day, brand new for those prices.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mick. We appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank you. All you gear folks out there. One of the reasons I also like these Ibanezes is because they're generally very light. Ibanezes are known to be light guitars, and as I get up there in age, what matters is weight and price. So with that, this little Marshall guy here, brand new, you could probably get it for about $1,200, I think. This is the matching Studio Vintage cabinet, which I think runs about $800-900. But you could get the Origin, Marshall Origin slanted 212 for about half the price. I don't see what the difference is, but I got this for a good price. That's why I got the right pair. But when you put it all together, $400 guitar, maybe a $1,500 amp setup. And those pedals, they're not expensive. You can find them used all day long.
This is a 4-string Spectre NS something or other. It's from the Czech Republic, and it's got neck through, and also neck through, and also this has single coil pickups, and they can also be made into humbuckers. So when I got to get fat, I can. If I got to get thin, if it's too loud, Anyway, I've had this for about a year. I've had it about 400 Spectres over the years, and this one, it's a little beat up and all that, but that's why I like it.
Tell us about your amp.
Fender Rumble 500, it's 350 watts. It's the consummate gigging, I think, bass player's amplifier right now. It's 35 pounds of crushing tone, and you can fit it anywhere. And I also have a 15 if I need it for the bottom if we get really loud. It's a 15 cabinet matching. It looks cool, but this is enough for most places. 350 watts is plenty for most places that we play at.
Very cool.
Cool.
Tell us about your pedal.
Well, it's ugly. I kind of in the middle of playing with it. First thing, actually, it's kind of a little backwards, but the first thing is the Sans amp. It functions as a DI and also a preamp, and it's nice for tone shaping. It's awesome in the studio. It's good for live too. Then we have this is the Geddy Lee pedal. When I want to play Red Barchetta or my tribute to Geddy Lee, I use that thing just for distortion and if I need to get a little bump in certain passages. Then we have the Phase 90. Don't judge me, I like phase shifters. I like to get that kind of Tony Levin sound and Shock the Monkey. It's very good for some of the stuff that we're playing, a lot of the funk that we're playing. It comes in handy. Next one is the Micropog. It's the polyphonic octave generator, and it just gives me an octave boost on the top and the low end. It also is a good for like kind of synthy kind of stuff. And when I need a lot of just space to fill if he's doing a lead or something like that. Then on the last is the Super Chorus. We pretty much know what a chorus does. It makes sounds like a lot of whatever you're plugged into. And again, it fills space. We're a 3-piece. I've never really played with pedals per se before stepping on them, but for a 3-piece I have a lot of space to fill, and a lot of the music that we're doing has like horns and synth and stuff, so this kind of makes this is best for what we're doing. 3-piece, and I can fill up a lot of space with it, and it's definitely very helpful. Then we have the Line 6. That's just your typical I think it's a G50. Also, for you kids out there that are just getting into wireless, I don't know if this is an endorsement, but this particular one has this nice little door on it. The cheaper ones, the door falls off and then your batteries fall out. So this is the G50, I believe it is, and it's a nice little right there. Put it right there. Works fine. No problems with it. Never. I don't hear airplanes or boats or anything else like that. I plug it in and it works. I just want to make clear what these are. These are dual coil pickups, but you can also make them single coil.
Back to that again.
Sure.
This is what coil taps into a single coil.
That's a single coil, and then when you push it, it's humbucker.
Okay.
I kind of use combinations. I find live with a bass, everybody wants to get their sound. You have to just go by what the room is. Guitar players can get away with a little bit more of drummers, but bass players, because of the size of the sound waves, it's hard to get a good bass sound. So if you're going to go to a gig and you want to sound like Chris Squire, probably not going to happen. Even Chris Squire live, he has millions of dollars worth of studio stuff. So you just got to get something that works for you, get a sound you like that works with the room, and that doesn't kill everybody. Yeah, kids, this is where it comes from.
That's right. Comes from the fingers. And this is Tony from the Black Cherry, and he's going to tell us about his rig and what he's using and what he normally uses on gigs.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. This is Tony. I hope everyone's doing well. I want to tell you about my rig, but first I'll tell you about the kind of drummer I am. My influences back in the day were Ringo, Bonham, Keith Moon. So to say that I'm a light-handed drummer would be an understatement. And although I wore it as a badge of honor, it's actually, as we're starting to play out again, it's actually something that I have to, keep under control. Is, dynamics is everything. So one of the things that I've So what I normally use is Yamaha Recording Customs. I've had them for 30 years. They still sound amazing. I had a brief stint with DW, just wasn't a Yamaha Recording Custom. All my hardware is DW 9000 series, and just because of the way that I play, and I play open-handed. So I play left-handed, but everything, on an electric drum set, there's really no rim shot, but the way that I play is heavy-handed and rim shots. So when the Black Cherry started and we started doing gigs, I got complaints that I was playing too loud. Go figure. And then I started going to an electric drum set. So I went to Roland. I had the TD30, which looks like a toy. And these are newer. These just came out. The VA, I think it's a VAD 506. And it's a 5-piece kit, digital triggers. The brain is a little limited. The brain, but it serves its purpose. There's about 50 preset drum sets in there. You can create your own. It's really wild. I mean, the stuff that you could do, but you really got to play with it to get the way you want the sound to happen. But what I like about this kit is it looks like a kit. So it looks like I'm not playing a toy. It looks like I'm playing a drum set. What I've done is I've married real cymbals with it. So when I play indoors, I'll put mutes on the cymbals. All my cymbals are Zildjian, except my hi-hats. They're about 30 years old, but they're Sabian 15-inch, and they are warm. These things, I can't find anything like them. They're completely warm. They get a great funk sound, crisp, and then it's great for rock because they're 15 inches, so you can get a lot of splash out of them. So that's really the kit. The cymbals, again, they're all Zildjian. Actually, I just got this pasty splash cymbal. So I just started using that for accents and things. So it's interesting. I'm always playing with different cymbals and different setups. But when I play, I like to be up, and because I want to hit, and I don't want to be hidden by a drum set. So part of it is, I want to be seen, but it's got to be comfortable so that I can play. So, I kind of keep my drums flat when I play them. A la Jimmy Marinos of the Romantics, if you guys go back that far. Look him up. Awesome power drummer. Just if you have any questions, love to hear from you. You can contact us. I'm sure we'll give our contact information, but be happy to have a chat.
You guys have a website?
Yeah, we have. Frank, do we have a website? We have a Facebook page. Like us on Facebook.
The Black Cherry?
The Black Cherry.
On Facebook.
All right. Have a great day. Rock on.
Thank you so much, Tony. We appreciate it.